Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to Broncos Breakdown. This is the Broncos recap against the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday, October 10th, 2021. I'm your host, Bronco Bill. Yeah, you guys noticing I'm wearing the flag upside down? Backwards, I should say, not upside down, backwards? Yeah, because that's exactly what Denver has done in the last two games. They've gone backwards. And I'm not just talking about lack of points, although that's an emphasis. I'm talking about the entire team. Okay, guys, what did I tell you in videos past? What did I tell you? I told you the Broncos were going to win the first three games against the Giants, the Jaguars, and the Jets. Why? Because they are the bottom of the NFL. And then I said that the Broncos were going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens. And I also said they're going to lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But hold on, guys. Time out. I owe you guys an apology, okay? I owe you an apology. I said if Teddy Bridgewater played in the game against the Steelers, we would win. I guess he took lessons from Drew Lock because he throws a pick, not a pick six, he throws a pick with 4 seconds left in the game to a totally covered Courtland Sutton. Why? Why not run the ball? Why not do whatever you can to get in the freaking end zone? Why are you throwing the ball to a totally covered Sutton? Why? Because all of a sudden, Denver is backwards. Backwards on offense. Backwards on defense. Backwards on special teams. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Here's what I mean. The Broncos in the first three games, yes, against garbage teams, but still, they had play communication. They didn't make critical penalties, like a pass interference in the end zone on third down that gives the Steelers a first and goal and they get a touchdown instead of 3. Would that have made a difference? I don't know. But what I do know is it was costly. And it is always costly. And then Garrett Bowles. Garrett Bowles got this ridiculous upgrade. I am so frustrated with this. Garrett Bowles got a contract extension and more money for what he did last year. But he hasn't lived up to that in this year. And that's what he's getting paid for. He's getting paid for holding calls. He's getting paid for anything else that he's done. He got a holding call today on a critical play. Garrett Bowles is the Garrett Bowles of old. He had one good year last year and got the contract extension. And now he's just playing like Garrett Bowles because he knows that he's got 36 to 38 million guaranteed. It doesn't stop with the offensive line. I know we have injuries, guys. Everybody has injuries, but it's the next guy up. And the Broncos are not producing with the next guy up. They're not even producing with the main guy in Teddy Bridgewater. Why? Because he has no protection. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Anything else you can come up with? How about the big zero? No protection. Garrett Bowles is a joke. The offensive line is a joke. And when you put the defense out there for 3 quarters of a game, basically, in time-wise, you're going to give up points because the defense is exhausted. They're frustrated. They're tired. They're angry. And what's the offense do? 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Punt. Yeah. Back-to-back weeks, guys. We scored 6 against, we scored 6 against, or 7, excuse me, one more point. We scored 7 against Baltimore. Yes, we had a chance to win the game the game today against Pittsburgh. But we had to wait until garbage time, basically in the fourth quarter, when Pittsburgh got lax and allowed us to go down the field and get a touchdown and almost get another touchdown and require a 2-point conversion to tie the game. But Teddy throws the interception right to the freaking defender. Right to him. Right in front of Cortland Sutton. Yes, guys, I'm frustrated. I'm absolutely frustrated with this team. Because I said that in my previous videos of what my predictions were for this season. Now, I'm going to get into, I'm going to do a video on Tuesday with the whole recap of the AFC West. I just had to get this Bronco thing off my shoulder. I can't bring my emotions 3 days later into a video with this emotion and this passion. I can't do it. I have to do it today. So this is the Broncos recap. I'm going to do the AFC West recap and my predictions for week 6. But right now, I'm still focused on this game. We couldn't run the ball. We've been able to run the ball the first 4 games. We couldn't run the ball today. Why? Offensive line. They can't protect. They can't pass block. They can't run block. They can't do anything but become a sieve when you put pasta or whatever you want in your sieve and let the water drain out. That's how the offensive line is on this Bronco team right now. And here's the other thing, guys. Defense. You leave the defense out there for that long a time, they're going to give up plays. They're frustrated the offense can't do anything. They can't score. And then when Denver the defense does get a turnover, like a fumble today, what do they get? 3 points. Why? Because Teddy Bridgewater doesn't have time to go through his progressions, and the running backs are not gaining yards because the offensive line can't push their defenders out of the way. What happened? What frickin' happened after the first 3 games? Okay, you want me to go back to the first 3 games? Yeah. We totally dominated those first 3. Why aren't we doing it now? Because the first 3 teams are on the bottom of the barrel of the NFL. Baltimore Ravens are good. Pittsburgh Steelers obviously found their game today. Like Roethlisberger looked all world today. Guess who we got next week, guys? The Raiders. Yes, I know they lost today. Okay, all that means to me is they're going to be more freaking pissed that they lost to the Chicago Bears handily, and now they got a chance to beat the Broncos, who can't stop anybody all of a sudden. Well, if you haven't won a game and Denver plays you, the Broncos will probably win. If they play a team with a win or more, just look at today's game, guys. Pittsburgh was 1-3. Denver's 3-1. Pittsburgh was favored by 1.5 points today. And they won by 8. Why? Because Denver can't beat anybody unless they don't have a game that they've won. Hopefully when we play Detroit this year, we'll play Detroit because they haven't won a game. If Detroit wins a game between now and the time we play them, lost. Why? Because this Denver team, like I said before, when they had a 3-0 record, it was a false 3-0. Not a mirage, not optimistic, not hoping and wishing and believing that this is a playoff team. Yeah, I thought about that momentarily, but then I came back down to earth and I looked at the teams we had in the next 4 games. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Raiders, Browns. How many games do you think we're winning those 4? Well, obviously we're 0-2 now. And And now we're 3-2, guys. Why? Because the 3-0 was a false 3-0. Like I said, many, many, many times, this Bronco team, I thought, would go 9-8. 9-8. Maybe 10-7. I don't know. Are they going to get the 9-8? I'm not sure anymore. What I am sure of is simply this. This Bronco team is not the same team that played undefeated in the preseason, undefeated in the first 3 games, and has now come back down to earth. Not because they were extremely high in a caliber or in what everybody thought, but high on the standpoint that they were undefeated. Reality is checked in, and reality will check in next week and the following week and the following week. I'm not saying they're going to lose those games. What I'm saying is reality is going to check in. Is it reality that this team is better than 3-2 in the last 2 games that they played against Baltimore and against the Steelers? Yes, they came back in the Steelers. They had a chance to tie and go to overtime, but they didn't. So are at least the next 2 games a reality check? Or is it a statement as to what this team really is? I don't know, guys. You tell me. I will do my predictions and I will do my AFC West recap on Tuesday. Guys, I hope you understand. I just had to get this off my shoulder. I'm so frustrated at this team. I'm so frustrated, but yet at the same standpoint, I knew I was on the right track when I said we lose to Baltimore and we lose to Pittsburgh. But I will tell you what I think about week 6. Okay, guys, I took a deep breath. I'm going to be okay. I hope you guys are going to be okay, too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I hope you have the same kind of passion I do. Broncos country. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.